guys, so welcome to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nay, and this is a channel that just talks about my experiences and things that I believe other people will be able to relate to. So this video is going to be about self-love and how to love and accept yourself if you have trouble doing so already. I know for me personally that was very, very hard at times, because the world is a harsh place. You might have old friends or family who just didn't love you unconditionally the way you loved yourself, because nobody can love you the way you love yourself. So it's really important to love yourself unconditionally. And I'm just going to talk about my experiences and how I've done it, and maybe my journey and my experiences can help you. So for me, I always felt pressured almost to be everybody else's idea of who I was, because everybody in our lives perceives us differently. Nobody has the same exact image or memory of us as one other person. It's all different for everybody. So for me, I had to go back and I had to remember who I was, because I would see things that I liked and I would see things that I would enjoy, and I'd say, oh, look at that person, like, I like that, I like how they do, but that's not me. I could never do that. And that's not the truth, because honestly, if you're feeling like that, then I feel like that's your soul telling you, hey, this is where you're supposed to be, and this is how you need to get there, and it's all through self-love. Because I was always interested in crystals and reading books and health and going vegan and things like that, but I would lie to myself. And you know why? Because I'm realizing that was my ego trying to protect me and trying to keep me contained and locked into one way of living, into one reality, because the ego doesn't like change. The ego likes comfort zones. The ego likes stability and things like that. So if you try and break out or branch into what you're meant to become, then the ego is going to try and almost stop you. It's going to throw obstacles at you. It's going to throw things at you. And it can be a little scary and off-putting, but it's important that you continue to keep going. So I would always be interested in learning about crystals, and I would see people on Instagram and Twitter and just people even in the streets who were so genuinely interested in these things, but I was always too afraid to to do it myself. And then this is how I learned to love myself. I decided that, I'm not like every single body else. I am my own individual. I came to this planet to have my own experience. So if I'm interested in something, then I just have to take the steps to get to where that other person is at. And you know what? Eventually I will surpass them, because that's just how I am, But we have to take time, and we have to allow ourselves to get there. We have to allow ourselves to initially be afraid and vulnerable. That's what I've learned. There's so much there's so much fear and vulnerability, because if you're doing something, then other people who are too afraid to be themselves, they're going to attack you for being yourself, because they're afraid to do what they want. They're afraid because they've never seen anybody do it. So that's why you get a lot of backlash when you first start having your awakening, and when you first start feeling into your soul and doing the things that you love. That's the reason why. But you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing and doing what you love, because ultimately that is your goal. That is what you are here to do. So if you're interested in something, look into it and understand that it is okay to not know anything about it, to not be the smartest person on it. Just understand that it's something you're interested in, and that it's okay to be new at something. It's okay. That was my biggest lesson. Just realizing that it was alright to be where I'm at and not to be great at it as soon as I started. Another tips for self-love, just don't compare yourself to others. I know it's really hard, and I know with social media we want to do that a lot, but I've had to refrain a little bit from that because my sun sign is a Pisces, so I'm very mutable, and I like to relate to others, but you know, you have to know know your essence and stand true in that. And once you do, it's like, you know, things get so much better. So I'm reading a book as well, and I have books, or I don't have books, but I'm reading books that are helping me align with my true self and stay in my essence. And another tip that she gave is writing down affirmations, self-love affirmations 10 times every day. So 5 times in the morning or 5 times at night. And I'm going to start doing that because, you know, once you love yourself unconditionally, then doors open. I promise you, doors will just blast open because that's how you transition and remember your true power. So I hope you guys took something away from this. I hope if you're already on your journey to loving yourself, I hope this just reminds you and embraces you in your true self and your love. And you can follow me on Twitter. I have a Twitter, and it's naes_journey. And I have an Instagram. My Instagram is naes_journey_. And yeah, I'm also an artist. I have an Etsy. I'll leave that linked below. Oh, and I'm a blogger. How could I forget? I run a blog, guys. Spiritual lifestyle blog. I have vegan recipes. I have lifestyle blogs, tips, more things like that. More vlogs like this, you know, but just written down so you guys can go back and just scroll through it whenever you want. But I will also leave that linked below. If you stayed watching this whole time, you're amazing. So, peace, guys.